What's up, it's your boy Too Short. We in the mix with DJ Eddie Z, bitch.
Connect the radio. I'm connected, you connected. It don't matter, sooner or later they gon' respect it. Monday night, 6 to 8, McYeee be flexing. You want the magic key? Call McYeee. She connect the radio. I'm connected, you connected. It don't matter, sooner or later they gon' respect it. Monday night, 6 to 8, McYeee be flexing. You want the magic key? Call McYeee. She connected.
All together now. Shugana stomp, shugana stomp, shugana stomp, shugana stomp, shugana stomp, shugana stomp, shugana stomp. Let it penetrate. Every bar escalate your heart rate. I medicate your scars, dog. I too can relate. Went through some of the same pain and neglect, but never cried, never noticed till I said once. Mic check, got the same effect. On stage and in the whip, the heart of David in my chest. Goliath shall succumb to this. I'm peaceful. I spit for people that stink in the same way, but I keep a peace for crooked people just in case. I'm no Justin Timberlake, a pop star, rock hard. I don't take breaks, no R&R. You wish I would wait, then maybe you'd have a chance at the title. But hey, I don't give a fuck about no throne. My position is concrete, but some niggas is greedy. Give a dog a bone, he want 3. Like it or not, this how I am. It's all me, my version of things. I keep it raw on or off a beat. You need a T.O. I'm full strength and OT. Juggernaut stomp on a pumpkin pasta. Need relief from the sweet. You see in the right doctor. No amount of opposing can stop us. This is the sound of the industrial movement marching. No quitting to the job's done. No bitching, we don't back up. No prisoner, no pardons. Suburbs to the backwoods. Good to the bad hoods. Cars to the night trucks. Make the register ring go ring. This time we make it act. Yeah, this is good drugs, good love. Go ahead, OD. Why split the package up? Sniff the whole OZ. I can never get it up. This music all I eat. I die without a mic and a beat. Without my talent being bittersweet. Me not being what you see. I be like Bob Marley with no Haile Selassie. This got me through some dark days. Fulfills a hustler's dreams. You know, money, hoes, and clothes. What every rapper preach, no. It's more to me than you can imagine it may be. It's bigger than the penthouse view of H2 123s. This saved my life. It makes me complete. Bear my soul between the bars where everybody body bounce to the beat. Feel this California earthquake in every town, every street. We just started getting down. We ain't close to the peak. The Montana Express, come along with me. It's on now. Either give me love or give me TNT. Juggernaut stomp on a pumpkin pasta. Need relief from the sweet. You see in the right doctor. No amount of opposing can stop us. This is the sound of the industrial movement marching. No quitting to the
Bueno, bueno, bueno. Ay, lo mama.
Stereotype.
Hey, check this out.
I got my feet to the side, pull up in my ride, about to find a chick, about to touch till 6 in the morning, 6 in the morning.
Hey, ma, you wanna ride with a fly gangster? Get cake with a real life pie baker. Hey, big money that's small to a skyscraper. Hey, these the aviator shades, yeah, they Mark Jacob. Yeah, you got it. Okay, I'm on your swag. You know your diamond studded hoops, Coach bag. You got the charms on your Tiffany bracelet. I'm trying to find a bad little chick to vacate with. I'm trying to find a little chick to get cake with. That's me flying by in a spaceship. We hit Melrose, Saks Fifth, back to sack. 2760 beams back to back. Top floor, VIP buying drinks. We got the suites, Sheraton on J Street. Chicks in the living room getting it on, and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. Yeah.
Pull up in my ride, about to find a chick, about to touch till 6 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Just for the bar, now I'm in the car. Got me a chick, to touch till 6 in the morning, 6 in the morning.
2 Chainz Wayne, I go though.
What? 2 Chainz Wayne in the building. He said that was Bueno featuring Bruno Mars. That's the Sacramento motherfucking legend right there. I want to give a big shout out. Bueno's also a big fan of our guest coming on soon. And right before that was Doughy Rock. And I want to say rest in peace to King Kahali. Doughy Rock, we miss you. We love you dearly. We play you every week. I play you every day. So much love. So we got a dope interview right now. We have Wendy Day from Rap Coalition. If you don't know, now you know. We're going to bring her in, talk to her, get some knowledge, and then I got some more music to play after we're done. Shout out to the sponsors, Boss Lady Products, Go Dare Magazine, American Cream Clothing, Crown Skin Girl, Mile High 420 Club, 1130 Club. Fuck, how many more? I got hella Unicorn Fart Candles. Unicorn Farts, I got y'all. And of course, my faithful DJ and my team here at 360 Radio, Henny Hen, Jay Deezy for hooking the shit up. You're a pimp. I'm just saying, I'm not playing. And of course, DJ Eddie
doing an interview
in the motherfucking corner. Peter Parker is usually here with us, as is Rockstar and Heather McHelper, but the COVID, you know, all that shit. We can run it in anytime, COVID. Eddie Z. Let's bring her in. So Miss Wendy Day is on the line with us right now. So everybody, let everybody know who you are and where you're from, Wendy.
Hey, I'm Wendy Day. I am currently in Atlanta, Georgia, but I am originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And it's funny because I lived in New York for so long that I actually feel like a New Yorker. I don't feel like I'm from Philly.
Okay, gotcha. Is there a big difference? So I guess everything east is east to me.
I guess so, yeah. In Sacramento, you probably just look at it like those folks over there.
Right.
But yeah, there's a big difference between New York and Philly. New York just has a lot of energy. It's kind of the center of the world. Yeah. Philly's a little bit more laid back. One of the things I love about Philly, it's a black city, just like Atlanta is. Right. And that's a lot of fun.
Big mecca for music moguls too, both of them. Like that's hip hop started in New York, damn near. And I mean, there's an argument about whether it started there or not, and I feel like it kind of did. And Philadelphia too has huge roots for music. Atlanta, I can't even get into all that. Shout out Willie Joe out there, Drip Squad. I got people in Atlanta, but I mostly got people on the West Coast. So I want to first start out by telling everybody, and I know you went via Montreal for a while too.
I did. I was in Montreal for 3 years because it wasn't quite fucking cold enough in New York. So I said, where can I move to really freeze my tits off?
Right. That's Montreal.
Montreal won.
Yeah, well, you had liquor to keep you warm, right?
I did. I worked in the liquor industry, so I had free liquor to keep me warm.
That part.
What's better than that?
I vacationed in Montreal with my parents one year, and we stayed in a hotel that had a mall in the basement. It was like super dope. I remember Montreal. Yeah. I think that was
they have this whole underground city thing going on, which is really cool because in the winter when it goes to like minus 30 degrees, you don't actually have to go outside. You can stay underground. And just for the record, there's cold, there's really cold, there's very cold, there's fucking cold, and then there's winter in Quebec.
Oh God!
Just so you know the scale of cold.
I bet. I went there. I ordered ice, and they're like, "We don't do ice in the drinks, bitch. It's cold enough out here. What are you talking about?"
It is cold enough. I used to get like icicles on my eyelashes. They had these things when I first moved there. There were these poles in the ground, and they looked like speakers for a drive-in movie. Yeah. And when I first moved there, I thought this is very retro. I thought it was really kind of cool. But they weren't speakers, they were heaters. So you would plug in your engine. They were heaters for your block engine so that your oil wouldn't freeze, so you could actually start the car. That's how fucking cold it got.
Wow, they had to think that into the process, right? That's how cold it is. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was cold. It was a great experience though. Like I was there during Desert Storm. And the great thing about Montreal is it's right. Am I just totally like hijacking your interview?
No. I want to.
Okay, good.
That's why I brought it up.
So, awesome. So I was there for Desert Storm, and because I was so close to the border, you know, Montreal is right next to Vermont, so I could watch the 10 o'clock news in Montreal on CBC, which is the Canadian Broadcasting, and then I could watch the 11 o'clock news from Vermont. So the Canadian news would talk about how 2,000 troops were killed that day during Desert Storm. And then the Vermont news would say, oh, nobody died. What a great war this is. Right. And it was just so amazing to see the dichotomy between Canada. Between Canada and the US, where the US was just trying to sell us on the fact that, nobody was dying. And Canada was like, fuck, they aren't.
Come on. Coco decided to join the interview. Come on, Cokes. Hey, Coco.
Hi, Coco.
Yeah, she had a little incident today, but we're better. We're rocking now, right? We're on with Wendy Day, Rap Coalition. I only brought it up just to tell people so they know, like originally, music is always a passion for you, and that's kind of like me too. That's why I look to you like I do. But you had,
you got to be passionate because this industry will knock you down.
Yeah,
and it's sort of like that clown toy that most people had when they were kids, where you bop it and it goes down and it springs right back. Like that's what you've got to be in this industry, because it's an industry that's really going to kick your ass.
Exactly.
You were saying before, like you've been in this almost 10 years and you haven't really made money. Right. And for me, like I didn't make money the whole first 6 years that I was in the music industry. It took me 10 years to really make money. And then it took me even longer to be able to really support myself. Right. I think maybe at 10 years, I could kind of sort of support myself ish, kind of ish.
I'm at the rent a room phase in my years right now. Rent a room. Yeah. I'm there.
Yeah.
Better than where it was. I'm just saying. Yeah. You feel me?
I did that. I was living in when I was in New York City, of course, New York is really expensive. I was renting a room in a loft with 5 DJs, EDM DJs. Ooh. And that was interesting.
Imagine all night. Right. That's dope though. The energy alone.
It was awesome. The energy was, the energy was kicking.
Let me clarify. Let me reiterate. It's a rent a room in a nice ass house though, so don't trip.
Oh, good.
My BFF. So we're rocking. We're good. We're out here in California, the state capital right now. Eddie Z was on the wheels.
Sacktown.
Yes, the Mactown. We've got Wendy Day from Rap Coalition.
Does that make you a sack toucher? I mean, technically.
Sack toucher. I put up a post on Facebook today. You'll find this funny because no one ever shares my flyers, right? And I'm like, if you've ever put your dick in me, any McHole, that's already an automatic repost, like off the rip. And everybody was like, you're fucking dumb. I said, it's true. It's just, you can't even do that simple thing. Like we have had intimacies, and that I said that should garner a good couple dozen reposts,
exactly,
not 100. You know what I mean? So I had to get it out. I always divert to comedy.
Did it work?
Oh yes, fuck yeah, they're on my line. Did you see all the mentions for you in your story today?
No, I didn't. I was so busy today. I didn't really get onto Instagram, and I feel kind of shitty that I didn't. Like right now, good. I'm on Instagram Live so that people can watch me watching you.
Yeah, that's dope. I'm glad you went live with me. I'm fucking feel hella honored. Like I have all these artists watching me right now, watching me, watching you, watching me. It's so dope.
There we go. Isn't that cool?
So Willy Wonka.
And they could technically just tune in on YouTube, but I knew that people wouldn't.
Right. And you're right. God damn it. You should know. So I want to make sure people know what Rap Coalition is all about. I don't want to
absolutely
miss that.
We do 2 different things. Actually, I do 3 different things in the music industry. Rap Coalition is one of them. What Rap Coalition does is when an artist is in an unfair contract with a major label or a manager, we step in and we help break that contract. But more importantly, because that's reactive, more importantly, we do a lot of proactive stuff. And we do a lot of educational stuff. Like we help educate artists about how to travel through this industry as unscathed as possible. Mm-hmm. And most importantly, we help teach them how to make money with their music. And that's such an important thing that most people don't share. And my goal is always to do that for free or as close to free as I possibly can.
Yes.
I'm starting up every year for the past 28 years, almost every year for the past 28 years, I've done panel discussions for free once a month. And I haven't in the past couple of years in Atlanta. And I don't know why. I don't even have a good reason. I just kind of got busy and stopped. Right. And I've decided that that's not me. I need to do panel discussions once a month. So we're going to start them in October, provided this zombie apocalypse called COVID passes. We're actually going to do panel discussions on the first Wednesday of every month in Buckhead, which is this upscale area in Atlanta.
Right.
And I found the perfect venue, and now I'm going to sucker in some sponsors to help pay for it because I want to be able to stream it for free.
I am saying, you know, we got a live streaming expert over here on the other end of my line. DJ Eddie Z is streaming us live right now. I always look
Yay.
I make sure to tell them always from the waist up. We don't want to do none of this bullshit with the legs right now because you got COVID. That's another reason of COVID. So
I just got my toes done for the first time in 4 months.
I think we're simpaticos. I did like last
Yes.
week. Tiki punch, pink, hot pink as fuck.
I have hot pink as fuck too. That's cool.
Oh my God.
Yes.
See, Wendy, this was meant to happen. And I'm such a crystal girl.
Meant to be.
Yes, ma'am. Mick meant to be. So let the people out there know a little bit about your brokerage. Like I know you've been brokering deals, and I know there's some pretty big name deals that you had a part of, and maybe just how you got involved with that.
I'm happy to do that. And you reminded me, I kind of stopped after I told you 2 of the things that I do. The third thing that I do is I have a for-profit. Rap Coalition is not for profit. And then the for-profit side of what I do is called Power Moves. And Power Moves has been helping to hands-on show rappers who have investors how to make money with their music. And once we get them to the point where they have a lot of leverage, we can then go ahead and help negotiate a deal if that's indeed what they want to do. Why somebody would want a deal in 2020 is beyond me, but there are people out there that see value in that, and who am I to judge? So if I can help somebody build the leverage so that they can go get an ownership deal where they, have a large share in the split and they still have ownership of their masters, why the fuck not?
Right. I agree. And I've kind of listened to your stance on both. And then, like you said, it's not that you don't like major labels. It's just certain people have certain fit, that
exactly.
So
exactly
something for both
and
of them.
The deal has to just be right,
Right. Speaking of the right deals, are you a No Limit soldier? Because I heard that you were.
I was at one time.
Me too.
Yes. I am no longer. I had a little problem with the fact that people had difficulty getting paid.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yep. So I pulled some folks off of No Limit, and after I did that, Master P was like, "Wendy Day who? I've never heard of her."
Oh God damn. Well, we'll segue. That was my segue into Master P. So I failed at that miserably. But you know what? What do we do? We keep getting up and fighting again. I live to fight another day. So let them know a little bit about your Master P, like your relationship with him. How'd you get to meet him and the brokerage of his deal? Did you do a deal with him?
No. I mean, yes, but no. There was a group called the Chameleons that were signed to Island Records, and actually 4th and Broadway. And I broke their deal at 4th and Broadway. And one of the guys, I guess he was the manager of the group, his cousin was running No Limit out in Richmond, California. So he put me in touch, and I was able to help them get the deal that they got at Priority. Basically they had EA Ski and his manager negotiating the deal for them. But because EA Ski was signed to Priority himself, they were a little bit worried about was he doing the best deal for them, or was he doing a deal like that would help himself at Priority, which is a realistic concern. But it turned out that he was doing the right thing, and he was being a super good dude.
Shout out to EA Ski, super Bay Area legend too.
Huge shout out. An amazing producer. So that's really how I met the No Limit soldiers. And then from there, I got really close to C Murder. I managed him for a couple of years back when managing didn't want to make me, stick a stick in my eye repeatedly.
It does currently. I get it. It's hard.
Yeah, it's just not the job for me.
It's hard.
But I really loved working with Corey. I loved, he's an amazing artist. He's an amazing human being. And I really enjoyed that. So shout out to C Murder and Free C Murder, while we're on that topic. And then from the Master P negotiation, I went to a conference not directly from, but at some point in time afterwards, I went to a conference in Baltimore for the music industry, and I attended a master class. And in one day, for like $99 from 9 to 5, they taught me how to put music out into the marketplace. Nice. And I left there. That was in Baltimore. I flew from Baltimore to Chicago, and I had already met Do or Die. And with the information I learned at that one-day seminar, I helped them put out a song called Po Pimp, which of course went on to go.
Do you want to smoke my weed? I know it.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So
back of my life. Right.
They should just stop rapping right the fuck now and let you redo the song.
I did. I just
such a better version.
I got the shoulders with it too. I'm just saying.
You did have the shoulder action, and you've got the glasses, so it just all works.
Thank you. I'm a Po Pimp. I really am. So it works for me.
I am a Po Pimp as well. Absolutely. This giant picture of me in the background is very disconcerting. Let me just show my folks here what I'm staring at. I'm staring at a giant.
I hate you for that
picture of myself.
I hate that. I hate that you said that.
Giving the Wendy Day face. It's really funny.
Well, you know what? A lot of people love
Hi, D-Ray. I love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, whoever you are. I love you.
I was talking to D-Ray. Yeah, she's from the Bay Area.
Oh, yeah. Ozone. That's my girl.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Gary Archer and D-Ray.
Gary. Yes. Gary.
Yes.
Yeah. How rare is it that you love a couple where you love both people equally?
Because they're both dope, right?
They're both awesome. And I, in my life, I have Slick Rick and his wife, Mandy, and it's the same as like Gary and D-Ray. It's like, it's so rare where I like both people. Usually, like, I love the wifey and hate the husband, or I love the husband and hate the wifey. Right. But in this case, like, they're both just like fucking awesome.
Both of them helped put me in the position I'm in. So shout out to Gary and D-Ray. I worked with them for many years.
Absolutely.
Factors in this industry. I appreciate all the help. Shout out Gager, matter of fact, as well, while I'm on it. So yeah, out here in the Bay Area, we're kind of talking about your brokerage deals. And I know you had something, I like typical white bitch, Googled Rap Olympics. And I read about Eminem. So if you have anything you want to shed light on.
Rap Olympics, I met Eminem rapping outside of a hotel in Detroit, outside of the Athenaeum. And he, like, at first I played him to the left because, white boys can't rap. And then I was with a rapper from Chicago called Rhymefest. And Rhymefest actually peer pressured me into listening to Eminem's demo. And it was amazing. So I scooped him up and said, get in the car. And we went to, I think it was Denny's. We went and we sat down and we ate. And I just started like teaching him everything I know about publishing and the music industry and yada, yada, yada. Well, anyway, when I got back to New York, I took that demo. It was called Infinite. It was an EP. Right. And I took it to every record label and magazine out there. And it was just really hard to get people to pay attention to him, because back then it was just like, if you were a white rapper, it just wasn't good. It was very, very difficult.
Taboo.
Very taboo. Milli Vanilli had just been stripped of their Grammys and their RIA certifications for lip syncing.
I can't remember the name of that song. Girl, it's true. That's right. Milli Vanilli.
Yes, exactly. Well, apparently it wasn't true. They were lip syncing it, and they got stripped of all of their accolades. And it was just back then it was just very difficult. It was the 90s. It was the mid 90s, and it was, challenging at best. So I decided to do Rap Olympics, and I wanted to get so much press for lyrical rap because stuff was going more gangster at that point in time.
Right.
Not that I don't like gangster rap. I love it. I hate the name gangster rap, but
it is a bit stigma. Yeah, I get it.
It is. And I do love lyrical rap. So I did Rap Olympics, and it got him the attention that he needed in order to attract Dr. Dre, which was really, really, really cool. And then after I helped negotiate that deal, I went on to do the Cash Money deal, which is probably the deal that I'm most known for.
Thank you for fixing all that for me. No, you, Eddie and Wendy, thank you for
I loved it.
My story.
It was easy. I
was
lived
certainly
it.
going down that road. I just must have hit a pothole or something. I don't know. Shit. I'm just saying, Cash Money. So
Yes.
definitely a big deal as well. I mean, let's imagine shopping Eminem's single around the motherfucking city. Come on, you know what I mean? Like him and I would have fought over Vicodin at that time in my life. Maybe now, but then for sure.
He would have won.
I
was
know
such
he
a
would have
pillhead.
won. He would have beat the
He
shit out
was
of
such a pillhead.
Kim.
Yeah.
Right, that bitch.
Yeah.
So shout out Eminem. I love you to death. You're like one of my favorite rappers ever. He's the fucking GOAT. But I want to impress upon everybody while Wendy's talking, make sure you go follow her social sites and follow her pages, because what she has done is give upon herself, just like, you know, her nonprofit is really to help independent artists learn how to market themselves and how to sell records and how to get good deals. And
like, I really give a shit. Pay attention.
And from one person who gives a shit, or two people even in this room, to another, it's like so, I respect it so much because I know how hard it is. You know, it's just like, they don't give a fuck about you. Even
True.
now, yes, but I'm working my way there. It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
I'm an advocate for a lot of these artists out here.
I think one of the reasons it's so hard is because there's no clear understanding of how it all works.
Right.
Like, if you haven't really jumped in and done every job in this industry, I could see where you would think like whatever job you're doing is the most important job ever for an artist.
Right.
And thank God for you and that one job, because that's what propels them forward.
Right.
Only it's not just one thing. There's so many different things that propel somebody's career forward that they need. And from looking in, this is not an obvious industry. Like, you can't look in and see how it works.
Right. It's not,
you know?
there's no pointers. Yeah, you're right. It's not.
Exactly. You have a whole bag of weed
different.
there.
It's
Pardon me for
actually
noticing.
I'm gonna send you this if you're willing, if you want it. But I am sponsored by an edible company that makes like THC candies, gummies, bath bombs, everything. Boss Lady Products. Shout out Boss Lady Products. So she always keeps me laced up, and I would love to send you a package, even if it's just CBD. We got you. So I'll make sure and get
wink, wink, wink.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we love the weed out here in California. Yeah, you know how it is. Shit.
Absolutely. You guys are like weed heads.
So I'm sure C Murder had some good weed too at his time, and Eminem too at his time.
Yeah.
Two things I want to make sure we talk about before, because I don't want to keep you forever, because I know you're on the East Coast, but I want to juice the shit out of you for everything I can, because you're so valuable.
Drain away.
Remember that, Mick Valuable.
Thank you.
I fucking love it. So I was going to talk about this whole COVID situation, because I had some artists that were like, I was like, do you have any questions for Wendy?
Oh God, COVID was great for me. I'm sorry.
I want to know if they're ever going to be able to make money off music again with COVID.
Yes, they absolutely will. And on a happy note, my clients are making money. So you can make money without doing shows. You just have to, you just have to be a little bit smarter. You're going to have to stream, which means you're going to have to drop as much music as possible.
Right.
And are you getting a tan from the lights there or something? I see that
these little bling bling Cash Money blockers on while I talk to you real quick.
We're gonna show this.
Party City, baby, $2. Just saying. And I have a mask. I have a mask that matches it if I really want to get funny with it. It's like diamond out.
That looks like it's shark proof, like the sharks, you know, the shark suits that are made out of the
chain link fence. If I go outside with it, I get the plague. My dad said, you're going to get the plague with that.
You'll die, but you'll look good dying. And that's
absolutely, that's the goal. Fuck
that's
yeah.
What matters. That's what matters. But COVID was
I didn't die at a show yet.
For me. Like, I did get sick. I got sick very early, and it was very, very mild. I have to say, you're putting on a mask now, but I'm already better.
Yes.
But it was,
sorry,
it was like cautious. But you should rob a bank just like that. It was a very mild illness for me. I had a bad cough for 5 weeks that wouldn't go away. But here's what I learned from COVID, and here's why it was great for me. I got so much done. I was able to stay in the house for 8 weeks like everybody else. And I realized a couple of things. I realized, first of all, I'm a fucking hermit. I really am an introvert, and I really like to be alone in my house. It pleases me greatly. And then I learned that The reason I go out and take so many meetings is because I have this fear of missing something. So when we were all locked in our houses simultaneously, and I didn't feel like I was missing anything, I was uber great. I was great. So being forced to stay at home was wonderful for me. I didn't want to come back to life, but I had to. So what I did was, because I had spent so long in my house, like my office is my home, and it has been for a long time. I found that when I had an office, I couldn't get work done because everybody would come visit me. So the first thing I did when I came out of COVID was get office space. So I now have office, my staff, we're all together. It's really kind of awesome. Of course, we'll probably all die from COVID now, but we're all together in one place.
Yeah.
And it's really pretty cool.
I think everybody, it's funny because it's like so many weird double standards. Like it's okay to be with your people that you're with at your house, but they can leave and come back and you don't. I mean, it's so loosely.
It is. It's so random. And then of course, we've been moving around since the beginning of May. Not me. I didn't go out until like around the 20th, but in Atlanta, they started to loosen up on May 1st. And I wasn't comfortable with that. I kind of stayed in the house for another 3 weeks, but we spiked immediately. Like I heard today, because I'm addicted to NPR. I heard today that we're at 15% illness, and the CDC, the rule is they don't want you to open back up when you're above 5%. Well, we're 3 times that.
Oh God,
so
damn.
Fuck it.
Right. It's
fuck it.
Right.
Just wear a mask.
That's where we are too in San Francisco. Same, man, in Sacramento.
Yeah, it's a problem.
But mask
to artists making money, they can make money during COVID. Younger people think that they can't get sick and die. I don't know if you've noticed that, but they're not wearing masks. They're kind of going out and they're still partying. Our clubs are open. But even during COVID, like a lot of my clients were doing house parties, and they were, it might only be like 25 to 50 people in an Airbnb, but they were still getting paid. They were still partying, and they were still like having a grand old time. But my artists are making money from streaming. You just have to have a catalog. You've got to have enough music up, and we kind of saturate. That's kind of my philosophy.
Right.
And we do a lot of online promotion because we can't do, face-to-face promotion the way we want to. We do a lot of content. So people are starting like their own YouTube channels to talk about sports, Twitch channels where they can game and, sort of live out loud.
Right.
And then of course we always set up a merch site. Like the first thing that I have artists do really is set up a merch site, because somebody will buy a t-shirt with your name on it.
Right. I just paid for my first batch of merchandise, other than the one that was made 3 years ago. Thank you. I finally invested in like a dope new logo and a whole merch store. So
I love it.
I'll send you a t-shirt and a bucket hat.
Would you?
Yeah,
I'll actually wear it.
I know you will.
And I just got Wendy Day masks, which I'm really excited about. They're black masks with my Wendy Day logo with the microphone and the headphones. So
we're going to get those. We're going to order those from you for sure.
Yes.
Yes. I have a couple questions, and I'm going to keep them short because I know we could probably talk for hours, and we also were going to talk about music submission too and how it's so saturated. But first, somebody asked, was all the sacrifice worth it to create the Wendy Day brand?
Yes. Yes,
so.
It was. I didn't even have to think about that. It was my goal to help people. Like I wasn't helping people because I had another job that I was trying to get. I help people because I want to help people. Right. So yes, the sacrifice is worth it because I'm achieving my goals every day, and that's really fucking awesome.
Right. This is the goal. That's right.
I'm living the dream.
Man, I'm right behind you, babe. I'm right behind you. Freddy Krueger can't find me anymore. I finally lost his ass. Where are the plugs for underground and upcoming artists? What do you suggest for new artists?
I I don't think there are plugs. I think you have to make your own plugs. And, you know, there's this misconception in the industry that people put you on, and really nobody puts you on. You have to put yourself on. And, you know, the key to this is to make sure that you have enough budget, whatever that is, to market and promote yourself properly. Right. And if somebody is looking to figure out what that budget is, they should make a list of all the shit they want to do, price it out, and there's the budget.
Right. And
so if you want to do, you know, digital ads, Google ads, Facebook ads, etc., then you can absolutely do that. Just figure out what you're going to spend each month, add to it, you know, any giveaways that you want to do, like t-shirts, or for me, it was masks. Right. And, you know, take it from there. Figure out what it's going to cost, add it together, and that's what you need.
That kind of segues into the third question. And they said, how can artists who are serious about their music and have a substantial budget and investment budget, how can they work with you? That's what they want to know.
The real answer to that is not everybody can or should work with me.
Okay.
My goal is to build real companies for people. A lot of people get into the music business and they think it's easy, and they think that it's free, and that it's cheap, and it's not. It's a very, very, very expensive industry, and to work with me is like $250,000 and up in terms of budget.
That's
so
substantial.
It's way substantial, because I'm building real companies. I'm not just building like a weekend warrior who wants to rap, you know. Hey, I'm building careers over here. So it's a little different. Like, I'm not for everybody. And I'm certainly the first person to tell people that, like, dude, I'm not for you. Like it just doesn't make sense for you to try to hire me. You know, it just
fit. Yeah.
It has to fit, and it's got to be somebody that really can get to a level where they can make millions, you know?
Right.
And while everybody wants to make millions and everybody thinks they have the talent to make millions, that's not always realistic. There are people out here that are just going to stream, you know, $10,000 or $20,000 a month. And you know what? That's great. Right. That's a lot of fucking money. That's a really great job if you love this, you know?
I agree. Exactly. I would do it for free, as would you, like we just said. So
absolutely. I did it for free for many, many, many years.
Any profit at all is dope to me right now. So I feel that.
Absolutely.
We kind of talked about music submission, and I'm sure I get bombarded. I tell everybody I'm super behind, but I only got like 12,000 in there. I'm sure you got like 120 million in yours. Check out my demo.
You know, I don't even listen to music anymore. I used to listen to everything, and I used to be so proud of the fact that I could listen to everything, but it's gotten so oversaturated. Mm-hmm. And I've learned over the years that, like, what I think does not fucking matter. What really matters is, what do the fans think? Like, go right to the fans, go to the DJs. The DJs are on the front lines, and the reality is that if the fans like you and support you, you're golden.
Right.
I could listen to a song and I could love it. Now what? I could listen to a song and I could hate it. Now what? Like, what are you going to do? You know, it doesn't matter what I think. I'm not somebody that streams music by my favorite artists all day, every day. I don't go to shows. Right. I don't buy merchandise. So I'm really not the market. So asking me for my opinion is completely irrelevant. Even with my clients, I test songs. I don't go by what I think. I don't go by what they think.
Right. You do it in a market test, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yes, that's smart.
We do focus testing. We do Google ad testing. And I send stuff out to DJs and get feedback. Like real life feedback.
I would love to be involved in any of those panels that you do, even if it's just to help you. Like, seriously.
I would love that. They're gonna start on Wednesdays. They're gonna start on Wednesdays. I'm showing the people on my Instagram live, because they're asking why they can't ask questions. They're seeing the side of my face talking to you, and they're hearing your voice.
Yes, yes. They can tune into the YouTube channel and ask questions if they want, and we'll do our best to answer it. But we'd only have limited amount of time because I could suck hours out of this conversation. You know
It's
what I mean?
youtube.com/the360radio.
Correct.
You could go there to ask questions.
You just
That's
said
where we are right now.
like a real boss. You just said that like a real boss does. Ooh, DJ Eddie Z in the mix. I'm just saying, this guy is fucking legend over here. I love me some Eddie Z.
You guys are just voyeurs. I went live so you could see what I'm doing.
Thank you for that too. I appreciate that. All eyes are good eyes. That's what I tell all the artists. The more you share me, the more you share you. You know, seriously.
Exactly.
Because I'm playing your shit every week. I'm going to all the shows. I'm talking to everybody. Please, like, fall in line, y'all. Fall in line.
Yes. So the fans really matter. Like, I know that a lot of times people shit on the fans, but if you can't build a fan base, you need to work for UPS. That's really just two choices in the world. Get fans, get a job moving packages. It's your only choices.
Right. Staffing caregivers. I know all about it. But I have fans at night. See, I'm an OnlyFans at night type thing.
But that's good. Like, if you have fans, you're golden. And that's what you need to do. You need to, if you're going to be an artist, you've got to build a fan base. You can't hate your fans. You've got to find a way to bring them into your franchise, into your movement. And you've got to expand that as effectively as possible.
Like hashtag treat the fans right. Hashtag treat the fans right. Because they're the ones that
fans matter.
Fans do matter. They're the ones that push you to the top. And somebody
they
else
vote
has
for
to
you with their
that.
dollars.
Right. That's money. And my friend Mac Mall, who's my rapper BFF, he told me one time, you got to have 5 fanatic people to following you as a fan, and then you're golden because they're going to buy all your merch. They're going to buy all your CDs. Like, that's
and they're
how
going to talk about you incessantly.
Exactly. And I started as a fan. So when I met him, I got one of his songs tattooed on my wrist, and now he can't shake my ass. I'm at all the family barbecues. I'm the auntie to the new baby, Lavender Rain. I'm just saying, I'm in Mac Mall's life. He didn't have no choice though. I mean, like,
awesome.
I was right there.
Tell him I said hi the next time you talk to him. He's really an amazing motherfucker.
Yes, he
is. I really like him.
Thank
really
you.
Good dude.
For sure. I have one of his shirts here. I was going to wear it during the interview, but I didn't get a chance to change. I was running into that sweaty hot mode, so I was like, fuck it. But American Cream, they give me all their drops first. They are basically my clothing sponsor, so I'll definitely put one of those in the bag for you too if you're interested.
I would love it. Yeah.
Designer. He does a lot of give back in the community, a lot of food drives. He's very conscious person. So I love you, men. American Cream. Well, and I know I have so many other things, but I do want to definitely ask this last question, and this is personal from me. When were you ever Mrs. Nice Guy, and when did you shake that shit? Because that's what I'm currently going through right now.
I'm still that.
Right.
It's hard. Like, setting boundaries is very difficult. We work in an industry where people are not kind. So they mistake kindness for weakness. And sometimes when people see that they can get something from you, whether it's advice or whether it's free labor or whether it's your time or your energy, they're going to try to drain you of it. Right. And there are times where absolutely that still happens, because I'm not going to change who I am for this industry. I'm still going to want to be a good person and kind to people because that matters to me. But what it does do is it makes me notice the other people that are kind as well. And I find that I'm drawn to them, and I find that I'm very protective of them. Like, I noticed that there's a woman on my staff who's just like, she's like a mini me. She's amazing. And I see people take advantage of her all the time. So I don't let them. I become like the cunt bitch from hell to protect her. And it's funny because I protect her more than I protect myself, which is really funny, because you would think that I would protect myself, either equally as well or more so. But no, there are still times where people will take advantage, but once I catch on, and then that bridge is burned. Like, they can't come back across that bridge, because in my mind, it's already like, okay, fuck you. You're dead to me.
Right.
It's a wrap. Yeah, it's a wrap.
what do you have coming up other than your panels? You have anything that you want to promote?
Yes. I'm building an incubator, which I'm really excited about. It's called Artist Centric. And it's there so that I can help people that don't have 100% of the funding that they need. They have to have some funding because they need to have some skin in the game, but it'll be much easier for artists who don't have $250,000 to work with me. Do not call me, do not send me music. But in addition to that, I'm building an educational website that doesn't have a name yet. And if you have any ideas, hit me.
I will. I'm real clever with the wordage.
Good, because I want to educate artists, but I don't want to give it a name like the school or education because that scares our market, and I don't want to scare anybody. And then the last thing that I'm really excited about is during COVID, I got a call from Forbes magazine, and they offered me a column at Forbes.com. And that's really cool that they would even give a fuck about the business of hip hop.
Right.
So I'm really excited about that. And you should see my article start to run this month.
Oh my God. I'm really ready for that. Like,
Me too.
I don't read literature.
Forbes.
My eyes cross, but I will read yours or I'll get it in audio version, no matter what.
I'm really excited about that. So that's pretty much what I'm working on. You're caught up now.
Caught up to speed. Any artists that you're excited about right now that you listen to that you like to rock?
I haven't really been listening to too many people. I really like Rod Wave a lot. I really like Roddy Ricch a lot. And I've been listening to them since before anybody else really kind of was.
Right.
But I've been working so hard and I've been on the phone so much that my focus is really my clients and the panel discussions and what I'm building. And unfortunately, when I get really busy, I don't get to listen to music the way that I'd like to.
I understand. There's so many in my.
I did watch the Wet Ass Pussy video though. I did watch that.
I didn't watch that. See, here's the problem, and it might not be a problem. I'm so West Coast with it that I only fuck with these artists out here, like on the South Coast, and they're not really. Those women aren't really with me, but I fuck with the music. I love it. I love the sound. But tonight, I put all my main hitters in just so they could get some play on this show because they hold me down. They're fans, just like I'm a fan, So it's like vice versa. So it's just like you got love for your people, your clients.
I really love Mozzie.
Yeah, he's dope. He is like. He has elevated so far out of this city, but at the same time kept it with him at the same time. It's like Mozzie is
it's a nice balance.
A Sacramento legend for sure.
Yeah, I'm just so in love with him. And I've been in love with his music since he first started putting out music. Like he's just stayed consistent and he hasn't changed and he hasn't fucked it up. And even like his whole like coming off of lean phase, even that was cool. Like he makes just being average cool. Like he's just a regular guy and he really is.
And I know a lot of people that are in the same, like from the same area as him, they're just as dope. So to be able to push them alongside of him is like, you should see my faces at the shows. My friends will be like, you really looked a little lightweight crazy, like when he was performing. And I was like, that's how I look. I fucking love these guys. I love their music. I love their energy.
I do too.
I'm at every show possible I can be at. So that's why I threw these people in the mix tonight. But I mean, it's such an honor to talk to you. And I hope it's not my first and last time. Like, I'd love to have you back. And like I say, I'm a very versatile player when it comes to anything. So anything you need, you just let me know and I'll definitely
thank you. Thank you for having me
here at 360. We're a very tight knit team. And we're smart and we're fast and we're efficient. And I'm up on top of all the new music. I'm on game, so I'm listening to everything.
I love it.
West Coast. I could use a little East Coast, so maybe I'll tap into some of my people out there. But what's your drink at Starbucks?
At Starbucks, I like the apple cider. I'm not a coffee person, but I do eat. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I do drink a lot of unsweet tea with extra lemon, which you can see right here. I always have that with me. They don't have lemon at Starbucks, so fuck Starbucks.
Right.
But I really do like their hot apple cider. It's crack.
It is crack. I think their grilled cheese is crack and too expensive, but fuck Starbucks.
That's
We
okay.
have Dutch Brothers out here. Dutch Brothers is good too.
Okay.
Let me also congratulate you on all your academic achievements too, like the masters. You know, like I read
Thanks.
up on you, and I personally didn't finish college. I just couldn't focus on it. I was hella into the boys. Still am. Hey guys, during college, but you know, it was like that's when my parents were like, "Bitch, can you just stay during one semester and finish the shit?" No, I'm selling the books too. Fuck you guys. My dad was an arena manager like hix whole life, so my first experience with hip-hop was I was at a Sir Mix-a-Lot show, and I was 13, and I had a body glove outfit on, hot pink, and Sir Mix-a-Lot let me ride in his limo from the back to the front for Posse's on Broadway. Like that was my very first experience, so it was so dope. And that's why
that's a really cool experience. Yeah.
That's why I'm here, you know, seriously.
I really love that you're doing this because I know that you don't get paid to do this. So I have crazy love for you for doing this.
Thank
because
you.
first of all, you don't have
I
to.
pay to do it. Sometimes I pay to do it.
Yes, exactly. And that's why I support you, because you love this so much that you just don't give a fuck, and you give up your time and your energy, and you just really love this, and I support everybody who does that.
Yes, ma'am. This is the real deal over here. I've been trying to tell them for years. Some know, if you know, you know. If you know McYeee, you know. I'm just saying. And you were like good friends with Tupac. I read the story. I hate to bring up all the cliche stories that are already out about you in the interview. I love to have the new talk that we're doing right now too, but I think the stories are important because it's such a legendary friend to have. You know, it's like, goddamn, he is our hero out here still, Tupac Shakur.
Yeah.
Rest in
He's
peace.
still my hero, and you know, I'm still sad that he passed. There's been a lot of people that have passed in hip hop, but I got to tell you, like, I've cried twice. I cried when Tupac passed, and I cried when Proof passed. Nipsey Hussle, I had to pull over on the side of the road and kind of catch myself. I almost cried there.
Yeah.
He was really a great human being. And I really hate when the good die young. It's very hard for me.
Yes, Nipsey was such a staple factor, and his wife and his family, just such good people. Like we were talking about, you're either good or you're not, and they were fucking solid gold. Yes. You know, seriously, rest in peace to NIP. Nipsey is definitely a California factor. Well, we're gonna let you like get your night.
My beauty sleep.
Yeah, your beauty sleep. And another thing it's kind of crazy we have in common is I really do rock all these glasses, like just like you do, but mine are just strange. But that's my trademark.
I have some that are strange as well, and it's funny because I have some that were like really expensive, and then like you, I have some that were like $2 like frames, and then I just went and had lenses put in them. I love those. Where'd you get those?
These were internet buy. Heather McHelper got me these for my birthday, but they had shades in them when she gave them to me, and I just popped them out because that's what we do out here in the Bay Area. We pop the shades out of the lenses because I got my stunner shades on at night, bitches. That's what I'm saying. They don't know about that.
Really cute.
I am
definitely cute in these. Here, look at these.
Let me see it, Eddie.
Cute, right? They would be too cute on me. I'm just saying.
Yes. You know what? I got you. You know how many of these I got? Because like you were saying, I have all these designer glasses, and people will be like, why did you punch the lenses out of those? Because they look better like this. Honestly, they're not sunglasses. These were sunglasses, but they look much better like this. I don't even know how to not wear glasses anymore. I wear them at work, and my friends are like, you don't have any lenses in them. And I was like, yeah, don't try to understand it. You're not going to understand it because I work with like straight square breads. Nowhere near what I do. My balance is totally opposite. So it's funny. And during the day, I'll be like, I'll get notifications on my Instagram, and I'll be like, CML just like my post. He said something on it. And they'll be like, who the fuck is that? You know, like, is it Tim McGraw? Oh, that's dope. No, not Tim McGraw.
That's funny.
CML, Cash Money Lavish. So definitely an honor. Eddie did the damn thing tonight with the streaming. He's a live stream expert.
Eddie, thank you.
Somebody just flew him out for that shit. Yes.
And much love to
all the sponsors. Boss Lady Products, Go There Magazine, Higher Healing Delivery Service, 360 Radio, of course, American Cream Clothing, Mile High Club 420, 1130 Club, Unicorn Fart Candles. So what I'll do, Wendy, since I'm so blessed because they love to give me stuff, is I'll put a package together of everything, like all my sponsors.
I would love that. Like send me a care package. That's fun.
from the West Coast, and then you can unbox it online, and I'll go on live with you while you unbox it, and I could put a special stuff in it. It'd be funny. Yes, ma'am.
I'll film that for you, and you can send it to them.
Yes. We're going to get into some music, but I want to make sure everybody knows where to follow you. Give them again your YouTube and your social sites.
Absolutely. YouTube is probably the best one because it's youtube.com/thisiswendyday. And there's got to be over 200 videos, like how-to videos about, making money in the music industry, marketing, etc. And then my Instagram is @RapCoalition.
Okay, got you. Bueno from Sacramento said to tell you he's one of your biggest fans, and he wants to give you a big hip hop hug for all of hip hop.
I would love that. I love hugs. I'm a hugger.
And I appreciate you blazing these trails so that I can do what I do, because it had to be you first.
Too.
And I'm glad that it was you first. Like you're strong.
I'm glad it was too. Like there were times where I wanted to just like light myself on fire and blaze the trail so that people would see me in the dark and follow. And I've noticed that there have been a lot of people that have followed my lead, and I'm so happy. Come on.
We're going to take you out with some of that California West Coast dope. These are some of my very biggest friends and artists that we're going to close out with 2 songs, 3 songs, maybe.
Awesome.
Wendy, you can hang on as long as you like, or you can drop off whenever you like. We'll get you the copy of the interview as soon as it's uploaded. And you and I got your phone number now. You fucked up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a professional. I will make professional get in touch with you and get you everything we talked about tonight. And again,
I would love that.
From the West Coast, we give so much love and appreciation, and please keep doing you, and I'll help you. I will help you.
Thank you.
I'll give too.
Love you to death. Thanks for having me tonight.
Much love.
You.
Hot pink toes, bitch. Hot pink toes. Samesies. Drop that shit out. We just killed another one. Eddie.
I just wanna see you win. I wanna see you win. Now you can't let nobody stop you. You got to win and do it so big it's impossible not to win. I wanna see you win and then do it again. I just wanna see you win. I wanna see you win. Now you can't let nobody stop you. You got to win and do it so big it's impossible not to win. I wanna see you win and then do it again. I just wanna see you win.
I wanna see you get your visa. Hey, stack your cheddar, get your cheese up. If you a shooter, when a sucker slide up, bruh, don't freeze up. Yoke that thing, let it squeeze, bruh. See, I'ma clap for a nigga when he win. I ain't never finna pout. You see me, I'm about to grin. Chick Chuck E. Cheesed up when I'm smiling ear to ear. Cause when they let a real nigga win, boy, we all win. And I be in the jets to the hills, to the mountains, down south, hella diamonds, hella wet, look like fountains. He said I got 2 jobs, shit, I got about 10. Cause a nigga working a 9 to 5, wait on minimum wage, nowadays can't win. Hustling like Jamaicans, working like Nigerians. And if this rap shit slow down, I'm a pimp again and knock a bitch from Siberia and send her that way on the ice tray. With a fucked up attitude, say punk bitch, have a nice day.
I just wanna see you win. I wanna see you win. Now you can't let nobody stop you. You got to win and do it so big it's impossible not to grin. I wanna see you win and then do it again. I just wanna see you win. I wanna see you win. Now you can't let nobody stop you. You got to win and do it so big it's impossible not to grin. I wanna see you win and then do it again. I just wanna see.
If we happen to cross paths, you gon' see that I'm a different breed. I've always enjoyed seeing other people succeed, seizing every opportunity to do a good deed. And hopefully all of my seeds gon' follow my lead. I truly hope that you receive all that you need. I believe that you can achieve all of your dreams, and I believe you can make it through any situation. Just holla at me if you're in need of some inspiration. I do my best to lift your spirits like a hovercraft. I ain't gon' criticize you, won't be no judgment pass. Let you know you're capable of recovering when you fumble, and help you focus on the light at the end of the tunnel. Life is crazy, full of chaos and turbulence, and every now and then we could all use some encouragement. You gon' meet some people who will rather see you sink than swim. Just know that ain't the way I feel. I just wanna see you win. I wanna see you win. Now you can't let nobody stop you. You got to win and do it so big it's impossible not to grin. I wanna see you win and then do it again. I just wanna see you win. I wanna see you win. Now you can't let nobody stop you. You got to win and do it so big it's impossible not to grin. I wanna see you win and then do it again. I just wanna see you win. Win. I just wanna see you win.
DJ Eddie Z.
Still speaking all facts, no fiction, nigga. All facts, no fiction, nigga. All I know is tell the truth when I jump in the booth. You a snitch, you told, I done seen the proof. Damn, I can't believe Snoop. You told them people the whole truth. All I know is tell the truth when I jump in the booth. You a snitch, you told, I done seen the proof. Damn, I can't believe Snoop. You told them people the whole truth. Damn, you was my nigga, you was like a brother. I would've killed for you, I used to really love you. But you a snitch, so you know it's fuck you. You told on BG, nigga, you a buster. You told the police shit, they ain't even asked. One thing you can't come back from is being a rat. I heard you out the way thinking that you safe. You could've kept your mouth shut and probably beat the case. But the statement you gave got my nigga sent. 78 pages of telling, nigga, you a bitch. Couldn't believe what I read when I got to work. I wouldn't even shed a tear if you got murked. All I know is tell the truth when I jump in the booth. You a snitch, you told, I done seen the proof. Damn, I can't believe Snoop. You told them people the whole truth. All I know is tell the truth when I jump in the booth. You a snitch, you told, I done seen the proof. Damn, I can't believe Snoop. You told them people the whole truth. That nigga said BG had the gun and the team used to take trips together for fun. I told your little brother, don't be like Snoop when you get older. Catch a charge, you better fight that shit like a soldier. Nigga, you get your constitutional rights up. Bitch, this G team, you ain't like us. You used to get bands, I mean real thousands. But that shit don't mean nothing no more, nigga, you wildin'. I don't see how you sleep at night, knowing you damn near got BG and your cousin sent for life. You a hoe, nigga, and that's for sure, nigga. You a bitch forever, and I put that on ghost, nigga.
Hello, somebody. Just cause I'm thugging don't mean I don't wanna see you smile. Dark side sit for it. This shit really on the floor. I got a bitch from Stockton, love to get it poppin'. Hoe from Tracy, boy, she hate me. Got this one from Lodi, boy, she so fine. I be tryna write for her, but I don't know if she gon' ride. I be city to city, state to state. I got a flight at 11, I can't be late. I be city to city, state to state. Got a flight at 11, I don't wanna be late. Andy Castellano, ask her, she know. I fuck with Lil Kilo, only dodging VPD hoe. Baby from the 209, yeah, she be stupid fine. Thinking about retiring from the game, but you know I'm lying. I be with them big games, still rocking baby Nate. Designer on my kicks, I can't tell you what I made today. My Glock then fuck the Drake, now I got a baby K. Running through them bandicats, still bloody on a rainy day. I know road to Kobe mode, I put that on my fucking soul. I've been really going through some things, I had to let you know. They were trying to steal my soul, promise I'll never fall. Dark side rider for the sip, I'ma always go. Bitch from Stockton, love to get it poppin'. Hoe from Tracy, boy, she hate me. Got this one from Lodi, boy, she so fine. I be tryna write for her, but I don't know if she gon' ride. I be city to city, state to state. I got a flight at 11, I can't be late. I be city to city, state to state. Got a flight at 11, I don't wanna be late. I got a bitch from Stockton, love to get it poppin'. Hoe from Tracy, boy, she hate me. Got this one from Lodi, boy, she so fine. I be tryna write for her, but I don't know if she gon' ride. I be city to city, state to state. I got a flight at 11, I can't be late. I be city to city, state to state. Got a flight at 11, I don't wanna be late.
Yeah, Lil Jon, we turning up right now with DJ Eddie Z. Okay.
Night out, trying to get my bands up. Niggas ain't name, wanna live in here, bruh. But I made it through it all.
DJ Eddie Z in the mix.
Made it through it all. So to my dying day, I'm gonna ball. Money on my line, I take the fall. Tryna get it all. So to my dying day, I made it through it all. I made it through it all. Made it through it all.
Yo, I just set the streets on fire. I'm so hot I can't retire. Grab your bitch before I buy. Keep her close before I try. You can't even look me in my eyes. You a Oscar Mayer. I be flexing like I'm supposed to flexing. Ain't nobody fly. Like a German engineer. Stay from around me, niggas weird. They ain't wanna let me in. I'm who niggas fear. I showed up to the club with all my thugs and riot gear. I had to bring the projects with me, bitch. We finally here. Tattoos on my face and shit, bitch. Don't play hoe. I made it. I don't fuck with rappers. They be overrated. faded. I was really selling dope to my uncle ain't it. I'm sorry, niggas know I'm certified. Ain't no ifs and maybes. These suckers wanna see me fall. Niggas wanna see me down. I polished up all of my flaws. I straightened up my crown. I bounced back, I'm a dog. That nigga, you with a clown. Bitch, I made it through it all. My mama them out here proud.
So to my dying day, I'm gonna ball. Money on my line, I take the call. Tryna get it all. So to my dying day, I made it through it all. I done seen niggas try to say how to get made it through it all. Made it through it all. Made it through it all. So to my dying day, I'm gonna ball. Money on my line, I take the call. Tryna get it all. So to my dying day, I made it through it all. I done seen niggas try to say how to get made it through it all. Made it through it all. Made it through it all.
We're gonna be coming right back, but this is investing. Lace Lino, motherfucking can't forget the copies, baby. Shout out Eddie Z in the mix.
Can't forget the copies, I hit you with the fade away. You niggas talking reckless, I be doing my thing. I put it on the line, I'ma go for the game. Oh, coming from the bottom, it be struggle and pain. Busting down the bell, I hit the block with the game. Invested in my shooters, we just bought them some case.
Invested in my team, bought them change of 30. I play the point, my wingman's like LeBron and Worthy. Get some legend, gon' crash if I yell for him. Let their nostrils get white, I put the clipper on them. I've been running up the bag, I've been out it for days. I'm coming out my gutter, got me stuck in my ways. They say I'm in the crime, they been keeping me paid. You scheming on my squad, hope your family pray. Yeah, we gon' blast first and we gon' blast back. Yeah, your little buzzer, moving crack on the fast track. Didn't really pimp, but if she hoeing for me, bet I Mac. My brothers be playing with them Glocks, FNNs and Max. I'm thinking about the green, I want my honey's blue. You shaking Porky Pig, we don't leave them no clues. They say I'm having bling, they got my Knox juice. Ain't got no time to fuck mommy unless you paying me too.
I hit you with the fade away. You niggas talking reckless, I be doing my thing. I put it on the line, I'ma go for the game. Oh, coming from the bottom, it be struggle and pain. Pressing down the bell, I hit the block with the game. Invested in my shooters, we just bought them some case.
I'm just saying though, how did you like that, motherfucking internet? How you like them apples? That was a pretty dope interview. A lot of good information about Wendy Day, Rap Coalition. We really have a lot more in common than I even knew. So we definitely gonna be connected like the Wi-Fi symbols. Much love, my boy Birch Boy Barry on the motherfucking live feed right now. And Tad Battles, I just played that, made it through it all. CML, Intercational. It's your girl McYeee. We got interviews after interviews. Next week I have a full lineup. Sugar T is one of those guests from the Click. Sick With It Records. We're gonna sprinkle me, baby. Shout out to everybody who supported tonight, shared the flyer. Everyone who loves me, I love you more. Wendy Day, much love. Shout out JDZ for putting it together. Eddie Z on the motherfucking wheels. All my supporters. I'm fucking hot behind this mask, but the diamonds are worth it, bitch, because it's going up. You can let this one down, Eddie. We killed another one. This motherfucker. Shit, I'm gonna kick the shit.
Some niggas, man.
Yeah.
Wait. Just talk about it.
That's the Sacramento's finest.
Yeah. Street lights, this info, let's talk about it. Talk about this man black on his spaceship, let's talk about it. This thick bitch got a bag for me, she talking about it. We pig Latin that flip thing, we talk about it. He asking about the wrong things, we don't talk about it. Stand on what I love, ain't no talking about it. I'm a cop 10, you gon' throw 10. Let's talk about it. Get with it and get lost. No talking about it. If it ain't about no dollars, I ain't fucking with it. If it costs me more problems, I ain't fucking with it. My young niggas on standby, they bustin' with it. These niggas out here sleeping, I'm still up with it. Money on my mind like my pillow is a bankroll. Rose, we piss it out by the case law. Jump Stu, this 40 giving out fake shows. Jump Stu, this 40 giving out fake shows. All in when it's all out, we good with it. All in, we ball out, what's good with it? Anything by triple up, we at that. Knock niggas off, make sure they ain't got get back. Slide through these streets, yeah, we fuck it up. All about my cheese, yeah, we run it up. Talking about that bag, I don't know nothing else. Ain't fucking with no snitch nigga that run and tell. Big dog, better watch who you speaking on. My young life can't wait to get they geeking on. Hopping out with that broom, get the sweeping on. We the wrong niggas to be sleeping on. We stay fly, these birds, nigga, they migrate. 20 off in the trunk and hit the highway. 4 G's on that Benz finna get sideways. Panamera, that Porsche finna get sideways. Street life is sad for, let's talk about it. This man black on the spaceship, let's talk about it. This thick bitch got a bag for me, she talking about it. He asking about the wrong things, we don't talk about it. I stand on what I love, ain't no talking about it. I'm a cop 10, you gon' throw 10, let's talk about it. Get with it and get lost, no talk about it.